guys, Squatch team here. I got a couple of things I wanted to talk to you about today and kind of bring to your attention some things that we've discovered doing our research. As you guys know, we spend a lot of time in southeastern Oklahoma doing research with Robert Dodson and Mr. Udell Head. And a couple of months ago, Robert started talking about some things that he had picked up in his research, some acoustic things. He had noticed that anytime they were in an area where they were having some type of action, whoops, wood knocks, rock throwing, some type of action going on, his camera would pick up an audible sound that, for lack of a better term, he called it a grass whistle. Those of you that remember when you were kids, you'd pull a piece of grass, put it between your thumbs and blow, and it would make an audible kind of a whistle sound. What was a little unusual about this is that it wasn't audible to the naked ear, but the camera, for whatever reason, would pick these sounds up, which kind of brought to mind, does the Bigfoot communicate with inaudible sounds that we can't hear, that are high enough in frequency that our ear can't pick it up, but for whatever reason the camera would pick it up? We were there a couple of weeks ago for the Robert Dodson camp out, and we were actually down in the 11-footer area across the creek. I think that video, it's posted on the channel. That video is titled, I think it's titled Footprints Up the Ridge. We actually found some footprints going up the ridge that day. But anyway, later on that day, we were kind of scattered out down through the creek, and Udell noticed, excuse me, Udell noticed that something was low to the ground, dark in color, had ran across the creek, up in an embankment, and into a thick patch of woods. I was probably 200, 300 yards further down the creek, so Udell keyed the radio and told us on the radio what he just witnessed. Well, I immediately got across the creek, which was a real challenge because the creek was running high. The creek's filled with rocks and boulders and moss, and the water was probably thigh deep, ice cold. But anyway, I got across the creek as fast as I could, up that embankment and into the edge of the woods there, set up the camera and started filming. At about the 9:15 through the 9:30 mark on that video, you can hear first, you hear two wood knocks. They're very audible. Then you hear a high-pitched whistling that was at a frequency that I couldn't hear with my naked ear. But when I got back and started looking at the video, the camera had actually picked it up. So what I did was I downloaded that portion of the video onto some software that I have. I was able to isolate those sounds and amplify them. I'm going to play that for you here in just a minute and let you hear that. So there were two of us there. I was there with the camera and Sheila was right there with the parabolic mic. She didn't pick it up on the parabolic. Neither one of us heard it. but the camera actually picked it up. So this brought to mind, to me, I've been thinking a lot about that here the last week or so. Does Bigfoot communicate using high-pitched frequency sounds? Sounds that are inaudible to the human ear. We know in the animal kingdom there are a lot of different animals that have sound capabilities of stunning their prey. The big cats, some of the big cats have that capability. Dolphins, whales, some other animals use sound to stun their prey. So, you know, why would Bigfoot not have that capability? To use that capability to communicate with one another. I think it's certainly very possible, and some of the things that we've discovered in doing our research, I think it's more than probable. But anyway, I was able to download that file on some software, isolate the whistles as much as I possibly could, and amplified them, and I'll play that for you here in just a second. So I'd like to get you guys' opinion on that. I think this is something that needs to be looked at very seriously. It's very obvious this sound is not, it's not a bird, it's not a sound that's natural to the wood environment that we were in. It's very high pitched. It modulates up and down. It's very, again, it's very high pitched. So much so that the naked ear couldn't hear it. So anyway, I want to play that here for you guys. Get your opinion, see what you think. Leave some comments. We feel like they were in that area that particular time. Udell had a visual. We were in that same general area. So when I play this, you'll hear two very distinct wood knocks. Then following that, you'll hear this sound, which it probably lasts for maybe 5 or 6, 7 seconds, something like that. So I want to play that for you guys here in just a second, and you guys leave your comments. I think this is very interesting. Again, Robert brought this up a couple of months ago, that he had started seeing this or started hearing this on his videos, which he may have talked about it on some of his videos, which he refers to it as a grass whistle. So let me get the camera turned around here so I can play that for you guys and leave some comments. Let me know what you think. Okay guys, let me play this audio file for you. Again, I have isolated this and amplified it as much as I could and removed as much of the background noise as I could. We were standing probably 50 yards from the creek. You can hear that creek running in the background. It was just too much there to remove, but still you can hear the whistle sounds and the wood knocks very audible. So let me play this file for you. Okay, let me play it again for you. Okay, leave us some comments, guys. Let us know what you think about this. I think it's something that's very interesting and something that we're surely going to be looking into as we go forward. So leave some comments. Let us know what you think. Y'all have a blessed day.